Hi guys, I want to talk about a little bit of the problems that you can work on at home without having to be at the range. And one of my main problems is I recently acquired a new pistol and I'm having trouble getting used to new sights, new feel, new trigger, new everything. And I'm not blaming my performance on the gun because it's an awesome pistol. So I know it's user error. And after my disappointing streak this past steel match I had this weekend, I noticed that I have to go back to the drawing board. And one issue that I have is I cannot find my target as easily as I should be able to. So that tells me I have to work more on my sight alignment and figure out my trigger pull. And coming from a Glock onto a ZZ with a tricked out trigger, it's quite a bit of difference. So I need to also get used to that lighter pull on this new pistol. And I'm having trouble readjusting. So the thing that I can do is doing a lot of dry firing at home, and that's what I'm going to be working on. So I'm going to walk you through some of the things that I do. I'm working at home today, which normally it's not what I do, but I have trouble staying focused. And what I learned from my kids' school to help with my ADHD here is every now and then I take what they call a brain break. And during my brain breaks, I dry fire my pistol in what my ideal target is this time around. The one thing I want to practice on is getting that front sight where it needs to be on my target. So I'm going to show you a little setup throughout my house so that you can see how easy this could be accomplished. So as you can see from my messy workspace, I have all these targets set up throughout my house. Now, they're set up in different areas, different heights. As you can see, so that I can practice readjusting as needed. Now, one thing that's come in handy that I notice is these little guys are not just trash. They're little bitty tiny cups that are at eye level directly in front of me when I sit at my table. So if I need to turn around real quick, and being that they are white, they're easier to focus on in finding your sights and align them correctly. So those are helpful. And these little guys here are a little bit more difficult because I do have my sights are black, except for my dot on the front, but at least I have a stopping point when I'm scanning the room looking for a target. Before you begin any kind of dry firing situation in your home, I want you to make sure that you're being safe. The first thing you need to do is make sure you have a pistol without a magazine throughout the whole session. And before you pull the trigger, make sure that you are running on a completely empty pistol. So do that a few times, visually check before you do anything else. So with that, let's have some fun. A little of what I do, from the same spot, I rotate through all my targets. In this case, I'm only going to pick that one right there in the center. Standard practice. You punch out. Front sight, front sight, front sight. Find your target and squeeze. But anyways, It really is a lot more simple than I made it look. I was trying to focus through the camera. So, a few things you need to also remember is keep it safe. Remember, empty all the way through, all the time. While you're dry firing, make sure that you know the house may be empty. And you can also use just white sheets paper instead of those fancy targets. Actually, if you have black sights, white sheets paper might be even easier. So please just dry fire at home, dry fire at work, wherever you can, and keep practice. Even when you feel comfortable and you figure you have already mastered, practice some more. Thank you for joining.